Well, the acting to camera thing is, it just takes a lot of practice, and you know, if you haven't done it for a year, then you go and you sort of remember, and you go, oh, it's this thing again, and you remember it is quite hard because you want to act with a human, not a sort of big, dark, starey hole. So it's tricky, but you know, we're sort of veterans now.
Yeah, to be honest, I think I've done about...
remember what we've done as much of that kind of thing as we have any other kind of TV.
Probably is about 50% of what we've done, and so I'm really used to it. And I quite like it because...
You don't like people.
Because I don't like people, and it's not collaborative, and you're not relying on anyone else's performance. You react to the performance you hope they'll be giving. But no, it is, you're on your own, in your own shot, and whether you're saying the lines or reacting, you kind of you're doing your own ideas, and I do quite like that. But I have to tell myself when I'm then acting with someone I can actually see to take into account what they're doing.
Well, it turns out there are certain additional duties I've been expected to perform.
Duties? What duties?
Well, you know, I'm his handyman.
Yes.
It's just, he did expect me to give him a hand.
You gave him a hand?
Yeah, I ended up giving him a hand. I helped him out.
You helped him out by giving him a hand? Right. Wow, just to clarify, you do mean...
Yes.
Right, shit.
I don't think there is a typical day filming on Peep Show, is there? It changed quite a lot depending on where we were and what scene we were doing, and also on the weather, because we were doing one scene at Sophie's parents' house, which was all going brilliantly, and then then it snowed halfway through.
I think the worst moment in terms of everything, weather and everything, there was a day when it snowed.
For insurance purposes, it was a blizzard.
And I like snow under almost any circumstances. So I was in quite a good mood about it. But we were filming outside in the corner of a car park. But they thought, well, it's OK, we can clear this corner of the car park, make it look like there's not snow. Because obviously you have to make it look like there's not snow, or the whole episode has to be in snow.
And then you have to wait for snow, which is bad. It's the
And-
bit where
and then
Mark
we had
tries
to
to
go
get himself run over.
Shit. Could I? Here it comes. Come on, Mark, take the hit. Keep your eyes on the prize.
What the hell are you doing?
Sorry, I didn't see you.
As soon as it snows, everything becomes sort of 10 times as hard. And
Very serious. And
you've got to clear the snow from all the shots. It's just hard work, really.
Everyone's cold and in a really bad mood, and so I mean, there's no time to mess about.
Right, Christopher. That's warm.
All right, Amy.
This series of Peep Show was kind of set mainly out of the flat and JLB offices. So
Series 3 was in the flat a lot, wasn't it?
Yeah. So, but this series, it was kind of out and about everywhere, which meant we needed many more daylight hours than we had.
OK, ladies and gents, here we go for a take. Please quiet and still, clearing the towpath here. Clear at tech base, thank you, and turning over. Turn in.
All that night stuff by the canal, most of it was the last night of the shoot, which was the night of the lunar eclipse.
It was, yes.
And so
you have to avoid filming the lunar eclipse, otherwise you've established this is the scene where the lunar eclipse happens, and then you have to wait until the next lunar eclipse in 2 or 3 years' time.
Good point.
To go back and get it. Thanks.
Setting up for another rehearsal, ladies and gents. Thank you. Everybody either has to clear that way or clear over to the top of the bridge. Thank you very much indeed.
I remember that night being the last night when, and we only had a couple more setups to do.
Please, just from Mark's line, please. I'm going to read Roy Jenkins on Winston Churchill. OK, David?
It is 1:05. Should have about 5 minutes ago.
And action!
Robert Popper, the producer, and I started making each other hysterical, going, we forgot to do any of the stuff in the flat! We've got to do it now! We've got to finish this, and then go back to Neasden and rebuild the set! We've got to do all that tonight! And we were shouting that at each other, and it sort of cheered us up.
I'll tell you what I'm wearing. So, at the moment I'm wearing boots, 2 pairs of socks, thermals, jeans, thermal vest, t-shirt, jumper, fleece thing, coat with 2 coats in it, fluorescent thing so I don't get run over, hat, 15 pieces of clothing. What?
Did you mention pants?
No, I'm not wearing pants, I'm wearing thermals. Do you wear pants under thermals?
Yeah.
Are you meant to?
I do.
All right.
Shouldn't talk about this probably on camera, but I do.
You got really embarrassed then? You got really embarrassed then?
Yeah.
And ladies and gents, that's released for David Mitchell and Robert Webb for this series. Well done, David and Robert. And ladies and gents, it's a release for yourselves. Thanks very much for all your hard work on this series. Well done to one and all, guys. That's a wrap. Thank you very much indeed, guys. Well done.